right away when I was 18, 19, 20, I was always telling myself that this is the biggest that I could get. This is as good as it's going to be. And I started reaching a plateau in my head saying, this is as best as it get. They say once I turn 20, 21, that all is downhill from here. Nothing great can happen after this. And I wasn't really into the science of working out and getting myself in shape. So I was always listening to hearsays and what people say and what people say that I could do and what I could accomplish, not actually listening to people with actual qualifications that know, hey, if you want to actually build muscle, this is the way to do it. And I was always in like the myths out there. They're like, yo, you can never be a bodybuilder. Do you know what they do? You know what kind of stuff they do? They they work out all the time. They have to eat right. They do a lot of this, and that. And I was like, so if I know that some of them might take, extra stuff, but is there any natural bodybuilders? They're like, yeah, there's natural bodybuilders, but bro, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this. And I'm like, well, all I got to do is do it. You know what I mean? All I got to do is actually get in there and do the work. But when I was younger, I was always thinking that it was not, nothing could ever happen by just doing the work. And the thing is, the problem was I didn't know the exercises that I needed to do. I was always just following the trends and not doing the things that's going to strengthen me and get me better. The older I've gotten, like when I got into my 30s, when I first had my first kid, I decided I had a girl, and I was like, I am not going to be one of them fat dads, which, everyone, I'm not going to be one of those guys that's going to be out of shape. So I was said from then on, I'm going to study and I'm going to work myself in the gym. And I was still working with myself in the gym without the science. And I almost put myself in a hospital. And they were like, hey man, your nutrition has to be good. You can't be taking supplements and doing all these other things, and your nutrition is not good. I'm thinking I'm taking these pills, I'm taking these other things, I'm taking pre-workout, post-workouts, and protein, all this stuff. And I wasn't eating enough calories to actually um actually help with my recovery with all the work that I was doing. Got a brain fart for a second. But I wanted to look at this video. I just wanted to actually first, if you haven't, go ahead and like and subscribe. We got a lot of videos that I want to take a look at. I don't want to post on here, but I want some communication. So leave your comments. Let me know if you're dealing with the same thing. So basically, after 40 is the hardest part, is trying to get yourself in shape. You're like, it can't happen. Like, I'm going to be who I'm going to be. And that's true. You're going to be who you're going to be. But the hardest thing is to change that mindset and say, I'm going to be what I want to become. I'm going to be what I want to become. And right now, if you're not in the best shape, even at 35, 30, you're in the prime time of your life. Okay? You can change your body. You can make your body look fit. You can grow those muscles and be confident and capable, but it's going to take a little bit of work. But you have to change that mindset that work ain't nothing but just work. It's all it is work. So if you have time to sit there, breathe, your heart works 24 hours a day. Your heart works 24 hours a day. And any training session only going to take 1 hour. The rest of the day, rest of the hours is most of the time is eating properly just to get better. And usually if you know how to cook, eating is the best part. Getting the food and everything, eating enough food, that's the hard part, eating all that food. But if you know how to cook and make that food good, that eating will be good. And if the eating is good and the workout is good, your body's going to be great. So if you have both of those in hand, then what you need to do is just put the effort in and live that life. But this video right here we're going to look over is from Muscle Matrix. We talked 5 minutes in this video before we even get a chance to watch this video. But this video, we're talking about the only 5 exercises men over 40 need to boost testosterone and gain muscle. Now, I'm thinking of the exercises that they're going to show. Most likely is going to be like deadlifts and compound exercises that's going to take a lot of the lower body and upper body work, which is stuff that I always do. But this is the stuff that you need to I need to show you with some science-backed information so you can trust that, yo, if I just do the blueprint, I will get to a certain level. So let's just get right to this video real quick. Yo, hey, what up? Hey, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed to Muscle Matrix, go ahead and give them a shout out and subscribe and like them. Okay, here we go.
What if I told you that there were only 5 exercises you needed to do to naturally boost your testosterone levels and build the kind of muscle that keeps you feeling like the man you were in your 20s? Did you know that 90% of men over 40 are unknowingly destroying their testosterone with the wrong exercise choices? I didn't believe it at first either, but science has shown us that your body only needs 5 specific compound movements to trigger maximum hormone production and muscle growth. Skip these, and you're setting yourself up for declining T levels, muscle loss, and that middle-aged weakness that makes you feel older than your years. Your testosterone has been declining by 1 to 2% every year since you hit 30. But here's the thing most doctors won't tell you. The right exercises can naturally boost your T levels whilst also building the kind of functional muscle that makes you feel powerful and confident again. Let's get started. Exercise 1. Barbell squat. Ever notice how the guys who still look and feel strong in their 40s are the ones who never stop squatting? Most men over 40 avoid heavy squats because they think it's too risky, but that's exactly why they're losing muscle and watching their energy levels crash. The barbell squat isn't just another leg exercise. It's the single most powerful testosterone-boosting movement science has identified. Research published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that heavy squats increase testosterone and growth hormone production by 25% more than any other exercise while building the kind of functional leg strength that keeps you moving like an athlete. From a functional standpoint, squats build the exact kind of strength you need to maintain your edge as a man over 40. Think about it. Whether you're lifting heavy boxes during a weekend move, getting up from your desk without using your hands after long meetings, or keeping up with your kids during a weekend camping trip, it all comes back to that deep squat strength that separates capable men from those who let themselves go. The squat works more muscle mass than any other single exercise, creating the massive hormonal response your body needs to maintain high testosterone levels. When you squat heavy, you're forcing your body to produce the growth hormone and testosterone that younger men take for granted. How to perform the barbell squat correctly. Place the barbell across your upper back, not on your neck. Stand with feet shoulder width apart.
So you have an established business that you've been running for years, but sales are starting to slow down. The economy is unpredictable.
Toes slightly pointed out. Begin by pushing your hips back in a hip hinge movement. Descend under control until your thighs are parallel to the floor. Drive through your heels to return to standing. Keep your chest up and core brace throughout. Don't worry about going ass to grass. Parallel is sufficient. Beginner option. Start with goblet squats using a dumbbell held close to your chest. This teaches the movement pattern while being easier on your back and shoulders. Do 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps with a weight that challenges you. This is about building strength and boosting hormones, not endurance. But if you think squats alone will maximize your testosterone production, you're missing the posterior chain exercise that creates the most powerful hormonal response of all. Exercise 2, trap bar deadlift. Moving on to our number 2, we have the trap bar deadlift.
I know they were called
Your
trap
entire
bar.
posterior chain, hamstrings, glutes, traps, and back
trap
will
bar.
thank you for this one. But here's what most guys over 40 don't realize. Deadlifts
call that
produce
a
the
hex
highest
bar.
testosterone response of any exercise while being safer than conventional barbell deadlifts. Science tells us that the trap bar deadlift allows you to lift 10% more weight than conventional deadlifts while reducing spinal stress by 35%. A 2019 study found that men over 40 who performed heavy deadlifts twice per week increased their free testosterone levels by 27% in just 12 weeks. The trap bar deadlift builds the kind of raw pulling strength that makes you feel unstoppable while protecting your lower back from the injuries that sideline so many men our age. This is the strength you need when you're hauling your boat out of the water after a fishing trip, moving appliances around the house without calling for help, or maintaining that powerful presence that comes from genuine functional strength. What makes this exercise so effective for hormone production is that it works the largest muscles in your body, your glutes, hamstrings, and back, forcing your endocrine system to respond with increased testosterone and growth hormone production. How to perform the trap bar deadlift correctly. Stand inside the trap bar with feet shoulder width apart. Hip hinge by pushing your hips back, keeping your chest up. Keep your hips higher than in a squat. This isn't a squat movement. Grip the handles and brace your core. Drive through your heels and extend your hips to stand tall. Don't overextend at the top. Just stand up straight. Lower the weight by pushing your hips back, not bending your knees first. Beginner option. Use dumbbells if you don't have access to a trap bar. Hold them at your sides and follow the same hip hinge pattern. Do 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps with challenging weight. Focus on the hip drive and maintaining that strong posterior chain position.
I thought he was saying
now,
bend over.
I'm about to show you the upper body exercise that not only builds impressive chest and shoulder mass, but also triggers significant testosterone production through heavy pressing. Exercise 3. Bench press. At number 3, we have the bench press, the king of upper body testosterone boosting exercises. This movement isn't just about building a bigger chest, it's about maintaining the kind of upper body pressing strength that keeps you feeling powerful and confident as you age. Research shows that heavy bench pressing increases testosterone levels while building the kind of chest and shoulder mass that people will notice. The bench press works your chest, shoulders, and triceps simultaneously, creating the compound muscle activation that triggers maximum hormone production.
At the gym.
The bench press builds the kind of upper body strength that translates to everything from opening stubborn jars without asking for help to maintaining that confident posture during important client presentations. This is the strength that lets you move furniture around the house, help neighbors with heavy lifting, or play rough with your kids without worrying about getting pushed around. How to perform the bench press correctly. Lie on the bench with your shoulder blades squeezed together. Grip the bar slightly wider than shoulder width. Keep your elbows at about 45 degrees, not flared wide. Lower the bar to your lower chest at the nipple line. Press the bar back up toward your chin. Neckline. Control the descent, but press up explosively. Keep your feet planted and core tight throughout. Beginner option. Use dumbbells instead of a barbell, especially if you have shoulder or elbow issues. Dumbbells allow for a more natural movement pattern and are easier on the joints. Do 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Focus on controlled descent and explosive pressing to maximize both strength and hormone response. Coming up next is the exercise that balances your pressing strength.
That's mine, right? I love that too.
Powerful back that creates that commanding presence every man over 40 wants. Exercise 4. Barbell row. Now you're definitely going to want to see this next exercise because it's going to balance your physique while boosting testosterone through heavy pulling movements. The barbell row. This exercise works the opposite muscles of your bench press while creating the thick, powerful back that gives you that V-taper and confident posture. The barbell row builds the kind of back strength that counteracts all the forward posture problems from desk work while triggering significant hormone production through heavy compound pulling. Science shows that men who balance their pressing exercises with equal amounts of pulling maintain better posture, fewer injuries, and higher testosterone levels. This movement develops the strength you need to maintain perfect posture during long business meetings. Pull heavy objects toward you without straining your back, or maintain that commanding presence that comes from standing tall and confident. The barbell row hits your lats, rhomboids, traps, and rear delts while forcing your core to stabilize heavy loads. How to perform the barbell row correctly. Hip hinge, just like in the deadlift to get into position. Keep your spine neutral with your head in line with your spine. Grip the bar with hands slightly wider than shoulder width. Pull the bar to your lower abdomen, driving with your elbows. Squeeze your shoulder blades together at the top. Lower with control, maintaining tension throughout. Keep your core braced to support your lower back. Beginner option. Use dumbbells and support yourself with one hand on a bench. This reduces the core stability requirement while you learn the pulling pattern. Do 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps, focusing on the squeeze at the top and controlled lowering. And finally, let's get into the exercise that specifically targets your arms while providing the finishing touch to your testosterone boosting workout. Exercise 5, easy bar bicep curls. Finally, let's get into that exercise that will complete your hormone-boosting transformation, easy bar bicep curls. While this is an isolation movement, it's the perfect finishing exercise that adds arm mass while allowing recovery from the heavy compound movements. The easy bar bicep curl builds the kind of arm development that fills out your shirt sleeves and gives you that confident look whether you're rolling up your sleeves for yard work or wearing a fitted polo at the golf course. The easy bar is easier on your wrists and elbows than a straight bar, making it perfect for men over 40 who need to train smart. This exercise develops the arm strength and size that makes everyday tasks easier while providing the visual impact that boosts your confidence. Strong, defined arms are immediately noticeable and contribute to that overall powerful presence that commands respect. How to perform easy bar bicep curls correctly. Stand with feet shoulder width apart, shoulders back. Grip the easy bar at the angled portions for natural hand position. Keep your elbows locked to your sides throughout the movement. Curl the weight up by contracting your biceps. Squeeze hard at the top of the movement. Lower the weight slowly, taking 2 to 3 seconds for the descent. Don't swing or use momentum. Strict form only. Beginner option. Use dumbbells with alternating curls or both arms simultaneously. You can also do hammer curls for variety and joint-friendly training. Do 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps, focusing on the slow, controlled lowering phase and hard contraction at the top. Complete testosterone boosting program. All right, now let's get into that complete training plan that will naturally boost your testosterone and build muscle using just these 5 exercises. Science has shown us that compound movements produce superior hormone responses compared to isolation exercises, and this program maximizes that effect. The complete workout. Exercise 1, barbell squat, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Exercise 2, trap bar deadlift, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Exercise 3, bench press, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Exercise 4, barbell row, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Exercise 5, easy bar bicep curls, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Training protocol. Frequency. Train 2 to 3 times per week with at least 1 rest day between sessions. Rest between sets. Take 2 minutes rest between sets. You can go as low as 90 seconds if you're well conditioned, but 2 minutes is ideal for maintaining intensity. Weight selection. Choose weights that challenge you to reach failure around rep 8. Don't pick weights that are too light. You should struggle to complete that final rep. Progression. Increase weight when you
these
can
are all
complete
important
sets
steps.
with perfect form at the top of the rep range. Key success factors. First, this is not a circuit workout. Complete all 3 sets of each exercise before moving to the next exercise. Second, focus on heavy weights that challenge you in the 6 to 8 rep range for maximum hormone response. Third, rest adequately between sets to maintain intensity throughout the entire workout. Fourth, train 2 to 3 times per week with proper recovery for optimal testosterone production. Progressive guidelines. Week 1 to 2. Focus on mastering form and establishing baseline strength. Week 3 to 4. Increase weight by 2.5 to 5 pounds when you can complete all reps with perfect form. Week 5 to 6. Continue progressive overload while maintaining strict form. Week 7 to 8. Test your strength gains and reassess your starting weights. These 5 exercises create the perfect storm for natural testosterone production while building the kind of functional muscle mass that makes you feel strong, confident, and capable. Unlike isolation exercises that barely move the hormone needle, these compound movements force your body to produce the testosterone and growth hormone that younger men have naturally. Most men over 40 make the mistake of doing endless cardio and light weights, wondering why they feel weak and tired all the time. But you now have the scientifically backed exercises that actually boost your T levels while building real strength and muscle mass. This isn't just another workout. It's your blueprint for maintaining the hormonal profile and physical capability that separates thriving men from those who've accepted decline as inevitable. Your testosterone levels don't have to plummet just because you're over 40, and your strength doesn't have to fade just because you're getting older. If you thought that this video was helpful, be sure to share it with someone else you think might like it.
And I'm sharing it with you guys.
These 5 exercises.
All right, so basically, they talked about the 5 exercises that help you build testosterone and boost your gain in muscle. And I believe in all of those. All of those in order. If you're going to do a full body workout and that's all you're going to do, that's cool. 3 to 4 times a week. You know, if you're doing that and you're breaking it up, doing those 5 exercises, that would be great. That was gonna boost your strength. Now, when it comes to, you're still gonna have to do some core. You know what I mean? If you want to start defining your body and making it nice and chiseled, you will do that to build strength. Then you still want to do your tricep extensions. You still want to do your hamstrings, because even though all those workouts are good because they work compound muscles, like they said, it's a compound exercise. When you're doing your chest press, you're also working your tricep. But to get stronger on your chest press, you want to work your triceps so they can get stronger. So if you're only working your triceps as a secondary muscle movement, the triceps won't even get to their peak so they can get strong enough so you can get a heavier chest press out, you know? So I think all of this will be good in moderation. I think 2 to 3 times when I do a full body workout, I will definitely do this. You know, I'll do everything heavy, go to my max on all of those, and that's a heavy day. This will be like a complete heavy day. Chest, squats, deadlifts, back rows. Back rows are the stuff that I love, you know. But I realize that the older I get, the my body has not changed that much. It's gotten better, and I feel like if I continue to do these heavy exercises, if you see any of my old posts, you can see all those deadlifts. It's gonna be, I'll put it up here. You'll see the deadlifts that I've done, over 500 pounds worth of deadlifts, and I like doing deadlifts. The trap bar deadlift, I have not done frequently, and I might start using that because that might be more safer than the regular deadlifts. So I'm gonna start doing the trap bar deadlifts because I even have that at my in the backyard. So I'll start using that, and the squats and the bench press and the curls. I dig it. I dig it. I'm giving this video a 10 out of 10 because it's all good stuff. All good stuff. And it makes me feel good that I know that I'm boosting my testosterone, because I know my testosterone is boosted. That's my wife. Oh, I can't see nothing without these glasses. But that's my wife, yo. My testosterone is boosted. So I mean, working out like this keeps your energy levels up. You know, it keeps you going. So even if you're over 40 right now and you're like, man, I don't even know if I ever should start working out. Trust me, it takes 12 months, 12 weeks if you really put some work in it. But it takes a whole year to change your habits. Once you start changing your habits and stop thinking about a certain goal and just thinking about a life-changing situation, that 40, you're being 40, at 41, you're going to look so much better. You're going to feel so much better. And then you're going to have a habit that's going to stick with you forever. And you're going to need to do it forever, because it's not something you're going to do for a year and be like, hey, I'm not going to stop. It's a lifelong change. And once you start doing it, it becomes a habit, and you become like a staple in the gym, and they're like, hey, yo, where you been, bro? Yo, come on back. Yo. And you got to go to the gym, because if people don't see you, they start putting you on milk boxes and stuff and trying to find out if you gone missing or got COVID or something. So you can't even miss a gym when you start going there for a long period of time. So listen, start something and you'll get it done. Okay? Don't wait. Don't worry about, oh, wait till next year or wait till the first. Start it now. And then once you get there, you'll be like, yo, I started it like 3 months, 4 months already. You know what I mean? I'm already closer to that than I thought. You don't know where you're gonna be if you don't start it now. Okay? Start that journey. And even 50. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm almost there. I'm like, what? I'm past the 45 mark. So I'm close to getting to that spot. And so I know that I have to continue to work hard. Life's all about working hard and being capable, you know, and being that guy. They're like, hey, can you help me move this chick? I'm like 55 years old. How you asking a 55-year-old to help move anything? They're like, bro, because you that guy. Guess I'll be that guy. All right. Yo, thanks for watching the video, or even staying for this long. But go ahead and like and subscribe, and go tune the next video on. It's right here or right there. Go check it out. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Check you on the next one. Peace.